Hey guys, Bob Canada, how are you? Listen, I'm brand new to Avini, and there's a great, as you saw on my site, there's a great 18-minute product presentation um, from the head, well, I guess one of the head honchos in the company. Uh, just blows it away. So we could run this company just on product, but they happen to have as yeah, and I've been around this business for a long time. I've earned over $4 million in the home-based business industry, and they have an incredible compensation plan. And the nice thing is, it's all on one page. Okay, so I'm going to take a shot. There is a recording of a gentleman who did it. The only problem in his Zoom, he has this chart very small. It's hard to read. So I figured I'd take a crack at it because again, it's really not that complicated. Okay, so I'm going to run through this. And again, as you can see, it's all that's the whole comp plan. It's all on one page. Let me move myself over here so I can go up and down. Okay. So let me go through these columns. Okay. It don't get confused, but it's pretty simple once you understand it. These columns are rank, silver, gold, sapphire, and it goes down. And for each rank, there's an apprentice, director, executive, apprentice, director. So there's three more achievement levels within each rank. Okay, so let me just scroll down and show them. It goes all the way down to black diamond. What's the next one? Qualifiers. Again, pretty simple comp plan. This is your personal volume. What does that mean? It's what you order. Okay, guys, $100, dollar for dollar. So what we call business volume or qualifying volume. In a lot of companies, you spend $100 for something, you get 60 points. Okay, here it's dollar for dollar. So if you spend $100 on products, you get 100 points, and that's for all this. We're going to talk about all the team commissions, and we're going to talk about all the qualifying volume. Everything gets from all your people. It's dollar for dollar. So what are you going to do? 100 points or $100 a month. That's your what we call your auto ship. Now you don't have to be an auto ship. You can order every month, but if you forget, what happens? You end up not getting paid. So everybody picks a couple of products that come to 100 or more. A lot of times with companies, you love four or five, six products, and you have even a bigger auto ship. So this is very easy. And as you can see, the auto ship goes from 100 as you get into the higher ranks. The most you ever have to do is $200 a month in auto ship. When you're making money, guys, trust me, you'll be using the products, loving the products, and 200 a month is a no-brainer. Now, customers. This means each month you have to have this many customers that buy even one product at retail. Okay. Customers buy, oh, by the way, I didn't explain, I put it on the top of my chart. You don't have it on here. I'm going to have a downloadable version, but if you want to add just a couple things, if you download this chart, ways we make money. Retail profit, 20%. What does that mean? Let's say we buy a product for $50. Retail will be about 20% higher, so they'll spend $60. That difference goes in your pocket. Okay, the company buys, the customer buys direct from their own website. They buy it, they spend $60. Company takes out their 50, if you will. The $10 gets put in your account. So one way to make money is retail profit of 20% on every product. Okay, that gets paid weekly. The rest of this payout is a monthly payout, once a month. But the two payouts are retail profit, and the second thing that's not listed on here is what we call fast start bonuses. When you come into the business, the only way to come into Avini as a rep is you have to buy minimum a $299 product pack. Okay, there's no other fees. There's no $30 sign up fee or anything. It's just $299, and you're a rep or distributor. That's the minimum. There's also a second pack, a little larger. I forget what it is, maybe 500 bucks. That's the two packages that you can pick, and there's different products in each package that you pick. Okay, this is simply saying that, which I'm sorry, it's not saying because it's not on here. There is a fast start bonus on the 299. Everyone you bring in, it's a one time. Okay, but it's some nice upfront money. You sign set up with a 299 pack. You make that week you'll get a $75 bonus for that person. If you sign up a bigger pack, again, I apologize, I'm new, but I think it's 500 bucks. You'll get a $125 fast start bonus. The rest of the bonuses are on this sheet. Okay, so retail profit 20%, fast start bonus $75 or $125. Okay. Now let's go through this. So you get them even if you didn't buy your monthly product. As long as you sign someone up for some reason, you'll get the fast start bonus and you start retailing. That way, if doctor doesn't want to, do the business per se, he can still make retail profits of 20%. Okay. But if you want to build in this commission structure and earn all the way down to black diamond, okay, and I'll show you the money, it's insane. You do have to have customers. One retail, remember, there's no amount to what they buy. They can buy one little $30 bottle or something. So as you see, as you go through the ranks, you got to pick up a few extra customers. This compensation plan maxes out 8 customers. So every month you want to earn, if you're at one of these higher ranks and you're earning, you have to have 8 retail purchases. Okay, not a problem. This is active distributors. Okay, to get paid in the lower ranks, you only have to enroll one person. Okay, someone could actually place someone else in your trinaries, but you're going to bring in probably 3 or more. Same concept. You can get paid some pretty crazy money. Okay, this is $10,000. I'm sorry, qualifying volume. Team commissions. This is what, 2,500 a month. You need 4 distributors to get paid in the higher ranks. Same concept, guys. The most you ever have to personally enroll. Of course, they have to be buying their 100 points a month. They have to be what we call active distributors. Is you have to have 8 active distributors. Okay, that's it. Now, qualified legs, meaning this is what we call a trinary. You build 3 positions, 1, 2, 3. Everyone has 3 people on their front line. If you want to, if you sponsor a 4th and a 5th and a 6th, you have what we call a holding tank. You can place them wherever you want, or if you don't and you forget, it's going to go top to bottom, left to right. So think of your grid as having 3. It's really what we call a force matrix. 3. If those 3 have 3 positions, it's 9. Those 9 have 3 positions, 27. You follow me? And this will just fall people in. So you get started, get in, because there's a big benefit, what we call spillover. Whoever you're working with, they can only have 3 frontline people. Okay, no matter who's whether it's bringing you in or the person that they're putting you under, that person brings in more than 3 people. They have to go under those 3 people. So this is 3 legs. That's it. You don't go any wider, and you just build deep in those 3 organizations. Okay. So to get paid the initial ranks, you only need 2 legs. But for the most part, you're going to have 3 active legs. That's all you can have. That's the max compensation plan. Okay. What's the 3rd rank? Qualifying volume. This is from the first of the month to the end of the month. That's how the company, you get paid based on your qualifying volume at the end of the month. So it goes from your first check. This is how you get paid better. The fast start and the retail. This is all based on your team commissions. It's all based on your qualifying. There's some other things based on you'll see these other bonuses. There's all the payouts right here. 3 more payouts we're going to talk about. It's all based on qualifying volume. And this is team volume. That's you, your people, their people, their people, their people, down to infinity. Just a giant team based on those three organizations. As deep as it goes, every dollar for dollar. Remember, $10 purchase is 10 points. Okay. Guys, just to put this in perspective, in my last company, my team volume was somewhere around, I don't even want to say it. I had one crazy leg, but it actually went down to over $1 million a week. Okay. Here, look at these numbers. You start earning commissions on, this is based on your whole three legs, 500 points, 1,000. Look where it goes. So don't, remember, I did $1 million a week. This is a month. Okay. If you want to, think of dividing any of these numbers by $100 of auto ship, right? Everyone has to at least do 100. A lot of people are going to be doing 200 right off the bat because of I love these avini products. I'll be doing about 300 points a month on personal consumption. That doesn't count my retail customers. Okay, doesn't count my team. So this is a team basic, all the volume created within those three organizations, customers, distributors buying their product. Okay. Now, there's a little balance. This isn't hard to understand. Let's look at the three legs because I want to keep it simple. A lot of companies, you have to have more of a balance. They have to have almost the same amount on each leg. Here, guys, the company allows you to have a much bigger organization. Maybe there's some leaders on that leg, a smaller organization, and then even a smaller. But you have to have some activity on each leg. Now, let me explain. Let's just take it down to a 75, 25, 15, okay? Or 5%. I'm sorry, I'm going to put my glasses on. That means, so that'll come to 100%, right? That means now you could have equal volume on each leg. You don't have to have a huge leg and a smaller leg. It just means the maximum you can get paid to get to this level and get paid. If you get $2,000 in volume, you can have one leg has 70% of it. The other leg has to have 25% of it. Okay. It can have more. You could have 40, if that 25 and 75 is 95%, you could have 45 and 55. You follow me? It doesn't have to be in this ratio, but the maximum you can have to get paid, meaning you have to have at least five. Bottom line is you have to have at least 5%. 5% of all that 2,000 has to be coming from your third leg. So you don't need as much activity. So you can have a lot of times in these binaries, or what we call trinary, you'll have bigger legs because of leaders and small legs. So this is very forgiving. You can have, look, huge, down here it gets more 40, 40, 20, okay? But to start getting paid, they allow you right up front to have a much bigger leg. They want you to get paid these team commissions, okay? You got to understand that? So, this is just showing you now out of 5, you just do the math. They're just showing you the math. You don't have to figure it out. Obviously, here, let's go down to 3. 70% on $4,000 means the maximum you could have in a leg is, if you don't have the small legs, you could have way more than this, but 2,800 would be the max. They're just doing the math for you. 70% of $4,000 is $2,800, okay? So just know that this is the max. You have to have a little activity in all your legs, okay? Now, let me move this over. And this is just showing you the minimum leg. 5% of $4,000. You really don't need this. It's just giving you some help in calculating this. So if you had your one leg, you say, oh, I'm at this level of 5,000. What do I have to have on that little leg? Oh, I need $250 of 5,000. See how simple that is? Okay. This is what you get paid. Now doesn't fluctuate. When you are a gold executive, meaning you're doing 4,000, the next pay is at 5,000. So you have to hit the next break, if you will. So you can't, There's no like, oh, you get in between. No, you get paid this commission when you're at the 4,000 a month in qualifying volume. Which is $480 for that month in team commissions. You get paid $550 when you get to 5,000 a month in total group volume. You follow me? So it's a set payout. You could say, hey, when I'm at 4,000 a month, and of course I'm hitting these, these splits, I'm going to be making $480. Now, guys, if you do the math, and I'll just do it quick, most companies pay 7%, 6%. I just want to show you, I'll pick out this one team commission. On 4,000, you're getting paid $480 divided by $480 divided by 4,000, right? That's a 12% commission. Think about that. If you're doing 4,000 in volume, your whole team, everyone buying 100, their customers, and you're making $480 a commission, you're basically getting, think about this, 12% of everything purchased in your whole entire organization. 12%. Guys, you understand people that don't understand leveraged income? Especially people I love people that don't like network marketing. I always get a kick out of them. It's like, no, you don't like network marketing. You'd rather just have your own retail site. Oh, I want to get my own retail site. I'll get 30%. Well, that's great. You get 20% on our site. That's your own customers. Why wouldn't you want to get 12%, 10%, whatever these percentages are on every single body, people you don't even know all over the world, in Malaysia, in Honduras, wherever we end up opening up this business. Right now, we're not in a million countries, but we will, especially all over the United States. So let's keep it there. Arkansas, Michigan, anywhere there's people buying that are in your organization, you're getting what? 12% I just showed you off of. They buy $100, you just made $12. You don't even know who they are. That's crazy, right? So that's team commission. So you could just look. All you have to do, guys, you want to figure the percentage or what you make, just look at here. When your total group is doing $100,000 a month in total volume, remember, this down to infinity. I had a group doing $1 million a week. So don't get scared by these numbers. When people lead to people all over the country or the world, you're picking up every dollar in these numbers. It's pretty crazy. But when you're doing 100,000 a month in team sales, you're making $8,000. Okay, that's 8%. Okay, if you do the math, 100,000, you're making 8,000. Now you're down, so you get paid bigger, a little bigger percent in the beginning because they want to pay you more money. Obviously, when your team gets bigger, to make this plan work, they upfront you more money to make this work. Maybe you're getting paid to infinity. It becomes a little less a percent, but it's crazy money now. 100,000 of all, you're making $8,000 a month off of team commission. So just relate when you hit these levels. Remember, your next jump is from 75,000 to 100,000. So if you're doing 85,000 a month in team sales, you're still at the diamond apprentice because the next jump comes in at 100,000. You follow me? Very simple comp plan. It's not complicated. This is the team commission that you make, all the way from $60, your lowest check, all the way up to $50,000 a month. Okay, at Black Diamond Ambassador. Okay, you follow me, guys? 50. No, I'm sorry, not 50,000. I'm looking at the one-time rank up. $160,000. This is the $1,000. It's even better. $160,000 a month you'd make on a team commission. Goes from, so you can see, just ride this down. Team commissions all the way from $60 all the way down to $160,000 for the month. Okay. That's team commissions based on all the volume in those three organizations. Simple enough. This is a one-time called rank up bonus. When you hit silver executive, that's the first one. You get $150. When you hit gold executive, they pay you a one-time 500,000. Oops. Look at some of these boat now. I think after a certain point to get it, the first time you hit it, the second time you hit it. So obviously your team is at this volume. You hit it the next month. Look, $15,000 bonus, $30,000 bonus, $50,000 one time. I say one time, broken up into two payments. Okay, 25,000 first time you hit it, 25,000 second time you hit it. Now this last thing, in a lot of companies, including Avini, this can be as much as your team commissions because it's based on. Think of what I just showed you. This is your volume, your team commissions. Everybody you bring in is also getting paid team commissions, right? Assuming they're building their business. You're going to get paid if you bring in 8 people, you bring in 20 people, they're your personally enrolled. I want you to understand that. Everybody they bring in is their personally enrolled. So think about you bring in 8, who bring in 8. That's 64 people on your second tier, if you will. You're going to get a piece. They call it check match, not match, but it's a piece, a percentage of whatever they make. So all your personally sponsors, whatever they make in team commissions, and when you download this chart, here's what I wrote. 7%, 5%. I think I got that right. Yeah. 7%, 5%. Hope it's not 3%. I'm screwing it up. But I'm pretty sure it's 7% and 5%. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sorry, right here. Team qualified Sapphire, 5% of there. Okay. Gotcha. So 7%, it kicks in when you get to the level of Sapphire Apprentice, was just when your whole team is doing 5,000 a month in group sales, all your personals, you're going to get 7% of whatever they're making and 5% of whatever their team is making, whatever their personals are making. That could be hundreds of people. Someone's earning $1,000 or $10,000 a month, you're getting 7% of that. Someone's earning $1,000 a month, you're getting 7% of that. Their people, you're getting 5%. So that's the standard. It doesn't get bigger. It just boom, right from Sapphire all the way down to the end of the comp plan. It kicks in. So just think, you want to. This is why companies are smart. They say we don't want someone to just get passive where they bring in 2 or 3 or 8, even at your 8 personally enrolled to max out the comp plan. You want to keep bringing people in. I had a lady in my last business that earned $1 million a year. $1 million a year. Oh, geez. And she had tons of her personals that were making 6 figures. Imagine getting 7% of her earnings and 5% of all her personally enrolled earnings. Could be an exorbitant commission you could make right there. So guys, that's it. I'm done. Remember, retail profit 20%, fast start money on every sign up of $75 to $125, team commissions based on your whole group volume in your 3 organizations. As long as you make these, you don't have it all in one leg, you have a little mix. Okay, team commissions go from $60 a month. This is monthly. These are all monthly payouts down to $160,000 a month. One-time rank-up bonuses that you get all the way to $50,000 one time. And then remember the leadership, what we call leadership matching bonus, kicks in at Sapphire. 7% on all your personals, 5% on all of their team, all paid to you. And of course, everyone earns money the same way. This can be a fortune. Okay, so 5 ways to get paid. I hope you understand it. It's all on one chart. I'll have this chart, or I have the chart at the bottom of the compensation plan. Hope you understand it. I love this plan. I used to be in a binary. It was 2 legs down to infinity. This is 3 legs down to infinity. Crazy. Okay, a lot of binaries. pay 7%. So this, you saw the percentage here. That's pretty robust payment. And again, let's rock and roll. Okay, guys, with these products and this compensation plan, I think we can have a ball here. All right, I'm done. Let me end this, end this. Stop share. Okay, guys, let's rock and roll.